It is early Sunday morning, well, early for a Sunday. It is 9:30, headed out to the Gentle Barn and Agua Dulce. They have two locations, one in Santa Clarita, one in Agua Dulce, and this Halloween event they're headed to called Gentle Halloween Drive-thru starts in their Agua Dulce location. The Gentle Barn was founded in 1999 on a half-acre property in the San Fernando Valley and has since moved out to Santa Clarita. They have over 170 rescued animals on property, and since being founded, they've welcomed over 500,000 children and families to connect with nature and learn about the animals that are on property. So today's event is a Halloween drive-thru. They had you download a bunch of audio files for when you're on property and a checklist, and there's a little scavenger hunt here too. I believe it comes with lunch, so really excited about this. We'll be out to Agua Dulce in probably about 15-20 minutes. We'll see you then. We made it to Agua Dulce to the Sun Clarella Healing Center, one of the two locations for the Gentle Barn. They have you download the audio files, and we listened to the first one. We got off the freeway. It's a story about Ferdinand, a cow that was orphaned. They rescued him and brought him to the Santa Clarita location where he found an adopted mother named Lucy. She unfortunately passed away because she was a little bit of an older cow, and they moved him here to be in the cow pasture and made a whole bunch of new friends, including Eugene. And I believe we'll see both of them once we get inside. We're waiting in line. It's a few more minutes before they open. That was kind of a fun story to kick off this little Halloween tour that we're on.
My fellow spirits and I have taken over this little place called the Gentle Barn for a haunting good time. If you're looking for a more frightening experience, please hurry back for our nighttime haunted barn.
They were thin, emaciated, and terrified, and it took us a long time to heal them. When we first bought the Sun Clarella Healing Center and then found out about this rescue, we set up monsters, and others, even though they're out in pasture, are still recovering.
So we're at stop number 1 for the Gentle Halloween. We've got the audio going here, and they gave you a lunch, and it is a Beyond Burger. This is honestly the first Beyond Burger I've ever eaten. I've had the Beyond Meat at Del Taco, but I've never had a Beyond Burger, which is fitting because we're sitting here looking at cows, so it'd be kind of sacrilegious and mean to be eating a real hamburger. But we've been listening to the audio about all the rescued cows here, how they've all come from places where they have mistrusted humans and they're being rehabilitated, and each of their stories is a little bit different, so it's actually fun to listen to this. It's kind of sad how they ended up here, but a place like this that's actually rehabilitating them and loving them is fantastic. I'm very, very proud to be supporting this event today because all the money goes to the center.
Scenery and goodies so far. As you pull forward, you'll grab your Beyond Meat lunch from Frankenstein, and then you'll be directed.
Now about 8 years old, and they're thriving at the Gentle Barn, but it took a long, long time to heal them. They were very sick. The way that they face their problems head on. Unlike a lot of other herd animals.
They're into the program and into the healing work that they do, sometimes even more so than me and Ellie. And that's probably one of the most miraculous things to see, is an animal that's been rescued from a horrible situation that has, let go of this judgment.
I will say that Beyond Burger was delicious. I've had, like I said, I've had the Beyond Tacos at Del Taco, but I've never had an actual burger.
As I said before, we have been busier than ever with COVID. Not only do we have more animals and rescues coming in, but we have less volunteers, and so there's more work for each of us to do to make up for it.
Find your way through the spooky parking lot. You'll notice the big rescue trailers on the left-hand side. We will now summon the voice of the founders, Ellie and Jay, to tell you about the Emergency Animal Rescue Services, better known as our EARS program. As you're listening, be prepared just after the cows to grab some popcorn, water, and your wish kit to make a wish at the wishing well.
Up to the command center and, sort of putting together.
Summoning of our founder, Ellie, to tell us more.
Three pot-bellied pigs named Jelly, Humble, and Berry. Jelly was rescued from the original petting zoo that started the Gentle Barn. Food yet. And the people from that petting zoo were standing on the street corner trying to sell them to cars passing by as pets.
Don't forget to give them your rock for wishing well. As you embark our haunted.
So if you love animals and rescue stories, you're going to really enjoy this Halloween trip through the Gentle Barn. 2 locations, one in Agua Dulce, the other here, and I think we're just outside of Canyon Country. As you're doing the tour, you're hearing audio clips about the animals, where they came from. Really sad stories. Most of them were either rescues, abuse situations, or we just met a cow named Lewis with the founder, Ellie. The cow was actually donated by a slaughterhouse owner, but when he came to the Gentle Barn, he was very, very sick, and they needed to actually bring him inside of the house to cool down his body temperature, where he befriended their dog, an Australian Shepherd. So he just met all 3 of them on the way out. All the money from this event goes to help the Gentle Barn, so well worth it. Delicious meal. You got a bunch of candy. Gave us a bunch of trick-or-treat candy that's here on the side. You also got a little rock to make a wish, and they put it in their little wishing well. That was a cute little touch too. And the best thing, other than supporting this worthwhile rescue, the location is near a bunch of filming locations. We're actually sitting out in front of the Halfway House Cafe, which is filming location for countless movies, most recently Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And we're going to go down the street here a little bit to the restaurant that was in the movie Duel, one of my absolute favorite movies of all time, so we're going to go take a picture of that too. So it's the Gentle Barn Halloween event out here in Canyon Country in Agua Dulce, and they're doing a nighttime event called the Haunted Drive-thru. Got it right here. They gave us a flyer, but I'd already purchased tickets. So if you're looking for something fun to do with the family during the day, check out the Gentle Barn. Heading down the street here to check out some cool filming locations. Just left the Gentle Barn down the street. We've got one section of Gentle Barn up the road in Agua Dulce. The other side is in Canyon Country, about 10 miles apart. And right in the middle is La Chaîne, which is a French restaurant. You may recognize it. Looks a little bit different, but it was the diner from Steven Spielberg's first movie and one of my favorite films of all time, Duel. This is where it was filmed. The restaurant is still open. I don't think it's open now during COVID, but they're still in business. I have to check. I just checked Google and it said it wasn't open. I don't know if they're closed because it's a Sunday or they're closed because of COVID, but it is still a functioning restaurant here on Sierra Highway, right in between Canyon Country and Agua Dulce.